Reach out to Rise with cash in your account as soon as tomorrow, letting you get back to what matters most. Visit risecredit.com today.
I got a quaalude of red pills. I think I'm Clifford Hustle. It's hard to wrap your mind around. I make it comfortable. It won't win what it said, but I'm there though. Granted told me how they used to hang us like a scarecrow. Classes session, academics, crucial information. That you coalition be the new administration. Overstand your soul and body, don't succumb to litigation. Had a couple Nefertaris bring me weed at visitation. I be Ginger Fiji in New Mitsubishi like a Genovese. Power grip that scepter and I practice manual nectar. Got that lecture, the professor come no one you bought that leopard. Got a rusty Russian AK-47, no suppressor. I be getting to the chopper like I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Flip it over like a Kawasaki Ninja. Flip that MKO Jamaica Medellin inside of niggas. That Uru army follow Barbie, break the hierarchy. Get the snapping like the paparazzi in this bar safari. Back that breath banging on these Nazis, brought some gangsters to the gangster party. I got Universal Hydra Spin. It's my night premiere. Here the pioneer and the simple groups of volunteers. Niggas used to rock that belly. I was kicking knowledge heavy. Oral lessons while I'm blowing pepper that I got. Know my sacrilegious opposition, call me sacrilegious, cause I told them Jesus never visit basic black academics. How the puppet master switched agendas, now they switching genders. We ain't do that in the Nile Valley, don't you misremember? Listen, what? Granted told me how they used to hang us like a scarecrow. Classes session, academics, crucial information. That Uhuru coalition be the new administration. Quit that faking, what you saying? Conversation, rule the nation. Black academics teach the babies about our melanated greatness. How the Bible's really allegory for the constellations. Our children of the Yadi. The water fluoridated, different poison for sedation. Ain't no money in the cure, so they treat the inflammation. So cool, meditation, try to purchase NBC. So reputation, yeah, that though we make it, and he still can't walk off the plantation. Assalamu alaikum, Armageddon, book of Revelations. Ain't nobody giving us no reparations. I'ma take them. Where my game? I'm super gay. Don't you test our preparation. In my energy, it's only 6 degrees of separation. Got the spirit of a mad niggas flowing intravenous. I be working out that evil. I be exercising demons. Only empty people hold it. Brought some gangsters wearing suits and ties. Run up on the squad, stomp you out. That's a suicide. Ain't no proof that Jesus died, but Malcolm X was crucified. I'm prepared, so I'm never scared. Ain't no kumbaya. They don't know what I go through inside. What it take to make sure me and you survive? What the minister
yeah, this motherfucker heat right here.
I like this song myself, man. My homeboy blew his speakers listening to it.
Yeah, got some nice beat to it too, some bass to it.
But I'm there though. Granted told me how they used to hang us like a scarecrow. Classes session, academics, crucial information. That Uhuru coalition be the new administration. I got a quaalude of red pills. I think I'm Clifford Huxtable. Truth is hard to wrap your mind around. I make it comfortable. I got a quaalude of red pills. I think I'm Clifford Huxtable.
Yeah. Yeah, that was deep. It cut off on his arm, but it is what it is, man. They know what it is. Oh, it was over.
No big.
Bo Jones. Yeah, peace, my brother. How you doing today?
I'm good, man. Another day, another opportunity to do the right things, man. You know, beautiful day outside. It's gorgeous. The sun is out. Considering the fact that we in a war, all is as good as well as it can be, you know.
Right, it's kind of cloudy and gloomy down my way, but you know, it is what it is. What inspired you? What inspired you to write that album right there? You know, named the The name of the song is Clifford. I mean Bill Cosby, Clifford Huxtable, whoever Bill Cosby.
Yeah, the Bill Cosby John. You know, it was just my little 2 cents on what was going on with his situation. I mean, basically, you know, without rehashing the whole situation, you know, we know what Bill was going through and how everybody was piling on or whatever. And I just kind of wanted to play on, you know, the fact that no matter really how much bread you get, you can't really buy your way off the plantation. And if you expect it different, then you a fool. I mean, we got a black man elected as the president of the United States 2 times. And, you know, it's a lot of people out there that still don't feel that he higher than the lowest white man. So that's crazy. So, you know, I just wanted to chime in a little bit without getting into too much detail because, I mean, people believe what they believe about the story, but I just feel like, you know, regardless of the fact, in all situations, especially with our people of the most notoriety and the people of the most influence, like they are the easiest targets. You know, once you kill the head, the body will fall. So you get people that's in position to make major moves and they feel like the head or the people, the puppet masters feel like they're the head, then, you know, they're going to take them out. And it just made me sick to my stomach to see how many people was riding that train with them. So, you know, without getting into, you know, really attacking people, just gave my little 2 cents, my spin. You know, red pills, Bill the doctor. I got them red pills for you, though. Listen up.
Indeed.
Started over a conversation, like most records do.
Right. For the people who don't know you, man, once you introduce yourself, I should have asked you that first.
It's all good. Name is King Chidi Allo. And, you know, my purpose is to love and teach. Nothing more, nothing less. I feel like I got a talent as far as the music. You know, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm the best or I'm the coldest, but I feel like I offer something to the game. And basically my lane, my angle is I'm aware of the MK Ultra science that the Nazi scientists came up with shortly after World War I when they came over here and they start implementing all these MK programs, but Ultra was one of them. Basically what it is, it capitalizes on the vibration science. Everything is vibration. Light, things you touch, things you see, things you hear, everything. So they understood how important music is to vibration and they basically weaponized it. So, you know, my angle is like,
Right.
okay, you know what I mean? I'm gonna reverse it. That's basically just my whole angle as far as the music is concerned. Like I said, you know, my objective is to love and teach. Music is a tool. If my vocal cords stop working or people stop feeling my raps, I write books. You know, anything to get the message across for real. You know what I'm saying? It's basically about getting people that's on the fence, getting them on the right side of the yard. So that's basically what I'm about, man. And anything that sound halfway right about a BB for Holy Black Liberation, I'm with it. You know what I mean? RBG, Garvey, all that. You know, I say.
So what do you think about the RBG hip hop scene?
I like it. I like the fact that it may have taken some commercial motivation from artists like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar to make people say, like, wait, we've been rapping about this, but we really, really in it to get people going. Whatever the process is that started this influx of RBG artists, like I'm kind of digging it. So a lot of guys that I listen to, underground mostly, because you know that's kind of where the purest music is. And I like it, man. I mean, I got a soundtrack for everything I want to do, and I ain't have to make it. You know, I mean, I listen to my music, but not really. I'm a fan first, so I'm always looking for people or artists or you know situations that can motivate me. They say art imitates life. I disagree. Like if you can come across a great artist, then life will imitate that art. And with the trend going the way it's going right now in the RBG music, I see a lot of artists, some individually and overall as a collective, that are, you know, making a contribution to that, making the type of art that life can imitate. And that's where the change can begin.
You like to chime in on who some of your favorite underground artists are?
Yeah, I got a couple. You know, a couple of guys, you know, I like you know, Tahir is solid. Put out a lot of good music. He been doing it for a minute. I like the message in Ross music down there. That Glue is solid. A couple of nice records on there. You know, and there's a couple other guys, man. Like I like KLX's energy. Although, you know, I'm gonna just put out Blacktivation is me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's me. Blacktivity, Blacktivate, Blaction. All them act words that you put the BLA on the front. Yeah, that, you know, that's me. But neither here nor there. I like his energy. His live performance is really something to see. He can really take over and command a room. And shit, it's pure passion. Everything he does, especially the music. So I respect that. That's dope. Who else? Bomani. Bomani probably my favorite, to be honest with you. I wish he had dropped more material. He put out a couple of videos on IG that I check out from time to time in little Facebook posts. You know, and I've heard of some of his old stuff. But I think he's working on something new. I like the Tribe of Haru. I like the fact that, you know, they giving us something other to say than that's my niggas right there. You know, that's my tribe. Like, we tribal people. Like, just without even listening to the music, that in itself, and with the symbolisms and with everybody with their colors on, like, that's just a whole movement. Then when you put the music down to it, it's like basically the conscious no limit. It's how I look at them. Wow. So I mean, it's a lot of guys out here, man, that's really doing their thing on the music side. You know, like I said, I'm not really coming in trying to compete with people because I think everybody got different flavors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people like Hennessy, some people like Patron, some people don't even drink, some people like water. So, but I think the RBG scene right now is getting to a point where whatever you drinking, we got something for you. So,
would you like to do any collaborations with any of them cats?
Any and everybody. I don't mind collaborations at all. You know, and what I really can't appreciate, man, like, it's almost like spending money with people. Like, when you do music with people, you gotta have almost a spiritual connection of quality and understanding. Like, if you're making good music, I mean, you can make a song and be, you know, do some different things, but like, if the song is gonna have impact, and if you got impact on the creation side, then the people gonna feel it on the other side. Like, they gonna feel the energy, whatever's going on in that booth and during the creation of that song is gonna be transmitted to the people, so they'll know if it's real or otherwise. So, you know, I really enjoy that part of the collaboration. Just, you know, linking up with people, seeing what we can create. Because I mean, you got to think, with music, it's something that it didn't sound like nothing. Did nothing exist? It wasn't nothing. And then two people got together, or whoever got together, producers included, engineers included, everybody got together on this process to produce something that never existed before. You know, and it's almost like having a baby, man. I mean, and it's gonna look like the parents every time. So, I definitely I like to collaborate with the Tribe. You know, they got a real nice feel. Shit, I mean, anybody for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, my only situation, man, because, you know, I've been in some things as far as this music and dealing with people and putting albums out and little collaborations. Like, you know, it's almost like, even for me to feel your music, you got to be square biz. Like, you got to be a stand-up dude already. Like, if your character ain't something that I can aspire to, or something that I can respect, or, I mean, I can't even, like, listen to you. It's the same with these fake niggas that's out here today. Like, they be music be sounding cool, but like I don't believe in you. I don't believe in what you stand for. So that music, I can't even hear your music. It sound like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same on this level. And for the most part, you know, guys are solid. They live by the code. You know, no one's perfect, but you know, we aspire to be what we talk about, and that's what I look for from most people. So, shit, if you a stand-up guy, and it's a BB for Hody, let's link
Right.
up. You know,
Get it done, man. That's the only thing you can do. Get the job done, man. The people need to hear. People need to be woken up by, you know what I'm saying, by the music, the sound of the revolution, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, back in the days, you know, when they had the Rodney King riots, you know what I'm saying, they had music on, revolutionary music on, fight the power, fuck the police. You know what I'm saying? We had them songs out. Now we got My Best Friend, you know what I'm saying, and all these other crazy little songs that we go on and spend money unconsciously. Like, man, these guys really ain't got no lyrics. I remember back in the days when Nas and them and were putting down, Biggie and them were putting it down. You know what I'm saying? Jay,
yeah,
you know, these guys are lyricists. You know,
yeah, but
Mob
see,
Deep.
but even before that, you had, and you know, I mentioned MK Ultra earlier, and it really took effect when Reagan got in there. You see, Nixon coined the term war on drugs. He made it a thing. Reagan made it a real war. And as a part of that, he started to implement some of that MK Ultra science. And really what that did was move the public enemies, the X-Clans, the Brand Nubians, the KRS-Ones, the Run DMCs, the MC Breeds, moved them out the way. Then it made way for NWA and gangster rap. I mean, I don't know if KRS-One or Rakim, any of them guys been to the White House. I know for a fact that NWA was in the White House.
Right. But we don't even, we'll never know.
You see
Why
what I'm
would that
saying?
be?
I know because Easy, you know, flamboyant as he was,
Brad.
he was talking about it, and he made songs about it and was speaking about it on interview. Not that it was a secret, but they tried to paint it up like, you know, we're gonna sit down and talk with these gangsters and figure out what's going on. You know, speculation can occur, but you know, they got to the White House, and then what happened after that, basically, gangster rap, and then you know, then it started with, I mean, you know, men wearing earrings. I guess you know, really ain't no big deal. But then was a long tees that look like dresses. Nas dresses completely, and that's from Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. Like she spoke on that a little bit, talking about, you know, how you gradually emasculate the male, and you know how they using a lot of different influence to do it. Hip hop was a vehicle for that, so it's by design that the radio sound like it do today, because you know, like I said, the RBG hip hop scene is stronger than ever, and it's even a few commercial artists out jocking our style. You feel me? Because it's
Right.
cool. They rocking the unks, you know, showing the symbolisms of the life we live in, but you'll never really see that out front because they give you a little bit of that, but they gonna give you a lot of Young Thug. You know, they gonna give you a lot of Future, a lot of Gucci, a lot of these other guys where the music may be entertaining, man, but they not necessarily talking about anything. You used to have to know some shit to rap. Like you can't. It used to be cool to read and shit like that. Like that's what they was talking about. Like I read this, I read that, I know this, I know that. And even when they was coming at somebody, it wasn't it wasn't none of that shit on the
Right.
rhythm. It was, you know,
It
I'll
was
come through and massacre your whole caliber. I'm so cerebral. I get the brain and feed it to my people. You know what I mean? It was painted a picture and vocabulary, and you know, without realizing that you was learning. So in the same token, without realizing it, with this new music, you know, you're being attacked. It sits at your central core vibration. I hope I'm not being too verbose, man, but I kind of want to add this one thing, man, just this little nugget. Like, understand this vibration science, man. Understand that, you know, the average human heartbeat when inebriated go around about 78 to 82 beats a minute. Ain't that the tempo for a normal pop song? So when you in the club and you done had your first drink or two, you know, your heart rate pumping, it's in sync with that beat now. That doom, 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 that heavy kick. So whatever they saying now, you opened up to it. And you can call it spooky if you want, but everything is vibration. And people got a tendency to call things they don't understand or have perspective on, or things that somebody famous ain't already said yet. They got a tendency to call it spooky, or, you know, just for lack of understanding. I'm telling y'all, pay attention to this vibration science. I mean, if nothing else, you want to see how this beast is attacking you subliminally through television programming. Ain't that what it's called? You know,
Wow.
that's what it is, you know. And they don't hide the shit. They don't
You
hide
know,
it.
I wasn't, you know, I feel where you come from because, you know, say, well, I used to ride to work and stuff like that and listen to the radio. And this is when Iggy Azalea was popular a little bit, when she was popping. And they were throwing her on the radio, you know, saying by the time a brother get to work, you done heard Iggy Azalea about 3 or 4 times. If you got like a 30-minute trip, you're going to hear her about 3 or 4 times. You only hear like about 10 artists. And then, you know what I'm saying, I started catching myself bobbing my head to that shit. And I knew something wasn't right with that. Like, man, what the hell I'm bobbing my head to this right here? So now, you know, I don't even listen to music like that, really. I listen, you know, I listen to what I see online by my conscience, or I go to my SoundCloud or something like that. And that's what I listen to. Or go to YouTube and listen to a few of y'all cats on there like you. I listen to Brick, you know. That's, you know, despite how I feel about that cat, but I still listen to some of his music.
Right.
You know, Tribe of Behavior. He's a musician, so I got to give him his props on doing what he's doing. Bo Money, you know, the United Front, you know. I go listen to I hear the Agent, you know, them agent ass niggas, you know, I still listen to that. You know, say, you know, Baba, I mean, someone here's an agent, a few little crack checks he get. What's that? He had one song, them other niggas or something like that. That was pretty yeah, that was pretty dope. You know, Tookie Sid, Big Sid, I listened to him.
Oh, forgot about Sid, Big Tookie,
he be bobbing, you know. He's like he's like one of them dudes one of them underrated dudes that, you know what I'm saying, that you look old but dude be bumping. You know what I'm saying? He be having some nice little hits. I like Cali Lizzo and Noonie, them young cats hungry, you know. They, you know, when I see brothers hungry like that, you know what I'm saying, I like to support them, listen. You know, I'm not rich and stuff like that. I'm surviving the best way I can. But, you know, it's gonna come a time where if I can't afford to reach out and reach out to the brothers, but I still show support by listening to their music. So I'm already, you know, and I turn people on that who I'm around. Like, man, listen to this right here. Like one day we was over my guy's house, and they were having like a little drink session, playing dominoes and smoking, doing our little thing. And I'm like, man, I put the my little SoundCloud on, and on my SoundCloud, I have number hip hop, you know what I'm saying, RBG hip hop John, put that King Freeman on it. And he was like, man, I like that. He mad. He talking about he mad me one of them New Orleans niggas. Like, no, dude from the Shy, you know what I'm saying? But he just like, he's like a no limit by himself. You know what I'm saying, as far as the material, how many albums, you know, mixtapes and stuff that their brother put out. You know, and I could tell the passion in his music and stuff like that. So, you know, them cats, you know what I'm saying, I give them big ups. You know, you got some other cats like Phoenix Firebird, you know, it's a couple other cats, you know, the brother named Pop 10 or something like that. He out of Long Beach. He's pretty tough too. He, you know, he remind me of a Corrupt or something like that. He got a nice little style. I'm telling you, you need to check the brother out, bro. You know,
man,
so
make me a list, man. Send me some music. That's what I'm saying, because this revolution need a soundtrack for real. You know, like, it'd be cool to be at the meeting, you know, go to the lectures, get all the knowledge, you know, even build with your family. But, you know, when you kick it, it's like, damn, okay, I'm right back to the shit, reversing everything we just talked about. You know, even me, you know, I get into the trap music. I like a lot of the beats and the rhythms and the syncopation from the artists. You know, as far as, you know, I'm a geek, man. I'm into the literary techniques, the alliteration, personification, metaphor, simile. A lot of these artists are very good at that, and they also come with the energy. But it's the content that I have a problem with. And
Right.
you know, sometimes, which I shouldn't say sometimes, more times than not, you know, because I enjoy that other stuff so much, I'm willing to risk letting that content filter in, you know, thinking like, yeah, I can overcome it. And I mean, and I can to an extent, but you know, you got a subconscious mind that's at work, even when you don't know it's at work. You got a mind that you can control, and then you got a mind that, you know, it's kind of sitting dormant. And when something happened, you like, whoa, where did that come from? That's where it came from. And if you plant bad seeds in there, I mean, you know, you're not gonna have good flowers to give. You know, if you got to reach back into that reserve. So, you know, even with my language, I cuss more than I feel I should. Sometimes you got to curse to get your point across, but I cuss more than I should, and I do attribute a lot of that to, you know, me listening to the music I listen to. So the fact that you was able to run off that many artists like that, because I only, you know, I listen to my little couple, you know, like I said, I'm still learning, reaching out, because we spread all over the country.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And a lot of us don't have that broadcast, that amplifier, you know, to be able to reach out all like that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go to these lectures. We got to link up through family and get it to me. And really, eventually, the end game should be to get this message on a mainstream level. Not any particular artist, not any particular sound or any particular region or group. We need to get the message to the mainstream. And I think collectively, you know, with the talent that's out there, if everyone stays consistent, we'll be able to do that. You know, so big up to you, man. I appreciate you for running all them off, man. That shit people need to know.
Yeah, that's why, you know what I'm saying, that's why I say the social media is a gift and a curse, because you can run into some good genuine people, and you can run into some foul people. You know, you got to differentiate that and filter that out. You know, that foul from the righteous, and you know, roll with the righteous. You know what I'm saying? You know, don't be misled. You know what I'm saying? Being led astray to the mission. You know what I'm saying? The mission is liberation. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and we at the stage where we just talking. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna have to come a time that we're gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to put up our dukes or pick up them arsenals, and instead of putting on each other, we're gonna have to defend us against anybody, not just Caucasians, against anybody who, you know what I'm saying, feel that we this and that. You know, we ain't worthy of being humans like everybody else. All we want is our piece of a pie. Or, you know what I'm saying, if y'all feel like y'all don't want us here, let us go. Let us create our own things. Quit biting off what we doing, trying to down, you know, water it down with these white cats and shit that you bringing into our music and stuff like that. Let's get back to the essence. Let's get rid of these mumble rappers. You know what I'm saying? Brothers should be calling them cats out. You know what I'm saying? We got the
Man.
platforms like this right here is a platform that we using right here. You know, it might not got
Yeah.
a big following or whatever, and that's cool. But long as somebody look at this video, I'm like, man, them guys talking about something. Cause we got to get on. We got to get to the point where, man, we need to clean up our music. We need to clean up ourselves as a people. You know what I'm saying? And get to start loving each other and stuff like that. And we got to be able to be corrected when we wrong. If, you know what I'm saying, if you can't stand correction, then you know what I'm saying, something's mentally wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's crackatosis. It's just mentally, you just not mentally in tune
You
to
know
what.
what it is, man? You know what it is? It's egos, man. Like our egos have become a hindrance. I mean, and a healthy amount of ego is necessary, especially in a world that aims to tear you down with everything you do. But you have to understand that if ego goes unchecked, it can become an epidemic, and it can take down any positive movement. You know, it's not that we don't want to work together. It's that we so hurt, we so damaged, and we really don't have the self-confidence, and we don't love ourselves. Is really what it all boils down to. Like if you trace everything down to, you know, white man aside, man, like we know what they do, but we don't love ourselves and we don't value ourselves. You see what I'm saying? We feel like it's something wrong with a young black man or a black young queen getting out of college and going to stay with their people, like, you know, for however long till they stack their bread. We got a problem with, you know, family staying together, working, and stacking their bread. But Asians do it. You know, you go to the counter at the Asian spot, they got their little cousins, nephews, mom, pop, everybody in there, and they can, they can build a Chinatown. Now, with all due respect, they don't have to face a lot of the legislative barriers that we do as far as building our own municipalities and things like that. And then even when we do it legally, you can see 1921 Tulsa, Oklahoma, which alludes to your point that eventually we will have to fight. But, and getting back to us as far as unifying, like, everybody want the credit. Everybody want to, it's a lot of notoriety and cool stuff that come with this. Like when you say the black woman is God, like you can get some ass. I'll just put it out there flat like that. Like, and I'm gonna be real. It's a lot of these cats that, they come into some awakening and they find their niche in this thing. They catch cool with a couple of these young queens. They get a lot of the brothers coming around them liking the things that they say, and they don't really know how to handle it. They forget that it's about the message and not the messenger. And they lose focus on the goal. A lot of petty shit going on in the conscious community. You know what I mean? Like shit that I'm sure if everybody came to the table, it probably wouldn't be nothing at all. Especially considering the circumstance we in as far as war. But we just gotta I know every individual not gonna unite, but even if we can, get our tribes together. Shout out to Tribe of Heru. We get our tribes together and then link up the tribes. Because if we waiting for another Malcolm X or Dr. Khalid Muhammad, it's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Ever since black people have been given the right to vote, all elections have been fixed. They killed the last president that was elected in for real, which was JFK. Killed his ass. Everybody else been a fix. It's part of the government program. We're not going to vote our way out of this shit. Eventually, we're gonna have to, come to terms with the fact that we got to go to physical war probably eventually. And it seems like a lot of people are so asleep that it almost got to be a news bulletin to say it's war on niggas before people get it. So, I don't know. Marcus Garvey said not every black man or black woman is gonna make it back to Africa. Some of them are no good here. Some will be no good there. The first FBI espionage undercover agent was a black dude that they got to do surveillance on Marcus Garvey. It's a black man that shot Malcolm X. It was, black folks that took out black informants that gave information to Fred Hampton's house. Got him lit up. Black man took out the NOI at his peak. Sure, black man has something to do with Dr. Khalid Muhammad. All I'm saying is not that we bad, not that we can't be trusted, but being black don't make you an ally. And what you got to understand is some of us that are so down bad and so indoctrinated into this system that they will take that bag to turn you in. They don't give a fuck. Like, you mean to tell me I can, I can eat good, I can eat whatever I want, I can travel how I want, I can get out the way, start a whole new life, lead this poverty along. I don't like you niggas anyway. This nigga fuck my girl, whatever cats be going through. Cats be taking that bag. So somewhere we need to find a common thing that we can all agree on. Like, and it ain't religion, no matter how it sounds logical or how fucked up Christianity sound. No, all black people not gonna agree on that. You know what I'm saying?
I think the common goal is what we look like black. Now that should be the first thing, race first, black, us first. Knowing that we in a situation, knowing that we at war, knowing that our people are being killed out here and slaughtered. We know these things going on. We see it on the news, see it on our timeline, we see it in our motherfucking emails, so they pushing it on you, letting you know, man, this is what we doing. You niggas need to get right, or this could happen to you. You know what I'm saying? And then and it's getting close and close to, like the Darren Seals brothers, few brothers in the conscious community ran across their brother, knew their brother. You know what I'm saying? Few people was friends with Sandra Bland and probably knew the sister in real life, off Facebook by meeting with these events and stuff like that. So it's getting close, to, we never know to wake up and like, man, such and such got killed. Like,
Let me me drop some perspective right quick, man. Just as far as this whole legal thing is concerned, like these officers can shoot us and not go to jail because the Constitution does not apply to us. Now, I know people have heard that. This is something to consider. All right. Dred Scott case, 1857. It's a court case. You got a slave that sued his master for his freedom.
Right.
On the basis of the Constitution, all that happened in 1776, and the corresponding years after, came the ratifications and, the Bill of Rights and, all the amendments and all that stuff came. So in 1857, slave named Dred Scott said, man, you know what? I'm about to sue for my freedom. Y'all niggas think y'all slick. Man, you know what they told him in that courtroom? Man, they said, man, get your ass out of here. I mean, it was controversial for the time. It was the O.J. Simpson case of that time. But they said, man, get your ass out of my courtroom, man. That shit don't apply to you. So, literally, and I ain't heard not a genius, not no scholar or nobody come up. See, this is why I got my own mind. I'll be waiting on these people to tell me nothing. Now, that case has never been challenged. And it had a lot to do, based on some deeper digging, with the Louisiana Purchase that happened, with France. And, we had a black French general that was doing his thing too. His name escapes me right now, man. But the point is, like, that case, the precedent to that case has never been challenged. Yeah. That the Constitution does not apply. Also, I don't know how, see, we got to connect the dots in the conscious community. It ain't just necessarily about the white man taking our history and doing things like that. We have to think about, okay, what's going on now and how do it tie and how do it correlate? Like, as far as the Dred Scott case, 1857 court case, they don't like when you touch that court case. You know why Johnny Cochran is not here anymore? Because he was getting a team of lawyers together to sue for reparations. They got him out of here. They would lose that case. That would break the American system. Same reason they got Gaddafi out of here. They got Gaddafi out of here because he was a very generous man. He was a rich man. He was also about to build an African economy based on the resources there. See, because right now, our money is based on nothing. It's just paper. It's like a promissory note. It's like an IOU. Once upon a time, back in the early 50s, it was what was referred to as fiat currency. We based it on like natural resources. It was the gold standard. And this was developed, back in the olden days. It was like, if you only had $100 worth of gold, you can only have $100 in circulation. And that was how the money was controlled. Well, when they took the gold standard away, a couple of letters and words on the money changed and it became different. Well, Gaddafi like, yo, we about to base ours on Africa's rich resources. Like, we'll pick one. They killed him. So this is what I'm saying. Like, these police go to jail, or they kill us and don't go to jail because we not protected under the Constitution for real.
I hear you, bro.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, your local and state law, state situation may be different. If they fuck up procedure-wise, like really, really, really fuck up, then they might can go to jail, or if they negligent and do some other shit. But like, just on his face, man, they supposed to been, and people ain't even shocked no more. They don't even care. And why don't no scholars never do nothing or say nothing about this shit?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. So if we are going to make a change with minimal bloodshed, then people gonna have to wise up and know this law, not what to do when the police. I mean, that shit help in the situation, but for the long term, like, people gonna really have to come together, even if it's come together under the guise that we black and we under attack. Sign your name on this paper and let's petition to sue these motherfuckers for reparations. You know what I mean? It was promised. The United States breaks treaties all the time. They was over there trying to build that Dakota Access Pipeline, breaking treaties, sicking dogs on people. But they ain't even reporting about that in the news. The last I read about it, and I had to really dig deep, was it started off with, a couple 50, 60 protesters out there like, y'all really just about to build this shit? Y'all signed the treaty that said this is us. Y'all can't do this. They sicking dogs on them and doing so. More people came out. More people came. And the last time I seen it, it was probably like maybe 400 to 500 people, like, literally blocking access. and I heard that they had to stop construction. You know, it's laws in place now that, okay, you don't want to sell your house or your land, black man, but we want to build a highway through there, so it's like a government override. So you got to take this money and get the fuck out of here, or take this money and stay in the house, and we gonna just bring it down on your head. That's the laws we need to attack. You know what I'm saying? And I'm done sitting wearing t-shirts trying to convince people that my life matters. Like, what type of shit is that? Black Lives Matter anyway come from George Soros. He's worth $24.9 billion. His goal in this thing is to fund an organization, a black organization, or antagonist, so CNN can say, look, that's the bad guy. You see what they doing? They might be affiliated with Black Lives Matter. You got people that don't know shit about it or where it comes from talking about Black Lives Matter and going out their way to be affiliated. And in one regard, it does bring people, I guess, awareness to the cause, but that's how these devils do you. They give you like a little bit of truth just to draw you in and get you fucked up. Them Black Lives Matter people about to get put on a terrorist list. Now, you don't think I think Black Lives Matter? Like, why do I got to wear that shit on my t-shirt to convince you after all the history? If you can't watch a video of just some shit going on and be like, yo, that is crazy, man, I hear you, like, that's crazy, then like, what we got to talk about? Like, I'm not about to sit and try to verbally convince you of my life mattering. Get the fuck out of here. So that's what I'm saying. We need to go about this shit a different way, man. And the problem is the right people don't got enough power. You see what I'm saying? If we put the right people that's gonna do right by the power and responsibility that come with it, we'd be good. But the people with the power not doing the right thing. See, the rappers, after they start killing all our revolutionaries in the 60s, the rappers were supposed to take over and do that in the 80s. They the ones that had the ear of the youth. Hip hop was born out of that, off them streets, out of that poverty, something that was our own and we created. You feel me? Right. They said, nah, fuck that. They knew that. That's why they put the MK Ultra Kool-Aid contamination in there. You feel me? They know what they doing, man. So it's just, it ain't as simple as spending your money with a black man, because you know what? I'm a black business. My queen run a black business. Let's say you spend with us, and then we go buy some shoes, you know, black owned shoes, clothes, outfits, whatever. Then they go, you know, they go get some repairs at a black owned shop. Then that black owned, you know, shop go get plumbing repairs at his house. But you know what that plumber gonna have to do at the end of the day? He gonna have to take all that black money and pay his damn bills to the white man. Electric company, all the major shit. You know. You want water? They didn't put the monopoly on that.
They're gonna put them in the air.
But the beauty of it is, see, I'm not about to get up here and start bitching, because the beauty of it is, and this will wake me up every day, we can beat this shit. See what I'm saying? I've been places and I've seen a lady, you know, and a couple of my FBFs, my Facebook friends, and a couple of my brethren, they've been up there with me, my sisters, but she got like a whole rainwater purification system, right? And she probably paying like $300 for the whole thing, like all the equipment. She's very resourceful. So, you know, she know how to make use of simple shit, but like it was a good sit, like the machine that ran the shit, it was like a good system. She bought it wholesale, and she just be looking. But her whole house, she got 2 houses, right? They next door to each other. She owned both properties and got a big garden in between the shit. It's all, she eat just from the garden. She vegan. Like, why we can't like just do a whole neighborhood like that? You know, I'm in Toledo, Ohio, right? Detroit is 55 minutes north. Detroit is, by the numbers, the blackest city in America, population-wise. Most black people, you know, is for the number of population that they have. It's also located right along 75, which is a major way, like I said, which will bring you right down to Toledo, 55 minutes. You can go 80, 90 west to go to New York or LA. 75 will take you all the way down to Florida. The Great Lakes are either the first or the second largest freshwater source on the globe. So you got a lot of docking commerce, you know, a lot of the water situations going on up there. I mean, it's a big hub, and they're going through a mass gentrification process right now. Detroit is for sale. Why people can't get some money together and just start buying blocks? We can put our carpenter brothers to work. We can put our painter brothers to work. We can put our lawn service people to work. We can put our real estate people to work. You know, and then anybody else who can help out. Like, I mean, we donate all this fucking money to Umar, and which is cool, but where's the school? If anybody can give me an address for the school, I'll shut the fuck up forever about Dr. Umar Johnson. But where's the school?
Right.
You got millions. I'm trying to start a school here. I don't got no bread. Rabbit ears when I leave the house because of how I got to move around with the bread. But I can get a school built in 3 years. Umar, you got millions of dollars, bro. Like, even or hundreds of thousands. I ain't counting your pockets, but where's the school? Damn it! You feel me?
Right.
We rather give our money to that instead of giving it to a situation and saying, okay, let's buy up Detroit or let's buy up any. Man, they got like whole cities for sale. Like I be looking at this shit, just dreaming. Like, oh, maybe black people will get it together. They got a city for sale in Missouri, like a whole city. Now it used to be swampland, so you know, in the grand scheme, you have to have it checked for pollution. Like, can you grow crops on it? Like, are you gonna have any sinkholes and shit like that? But people was living on it already. To start your own municipality is not as hard as people think. All you need is a group of people that's down to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know, man. We're not worried about the right shit. And like I said, the people with the right power, with the right message. And not even saying me, man, because I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? I fuck up like everybody else, man. I'm still about to light this mile right now and smoke myself to death. So I ain't saying follow me. What I'm saying is listen to what I'm saying, which is, man, we need to stop believing in these false motherfucking leaders, man. Like, we didn't let people brainwash us into thinking we need somebody to tell us what to do as a group. We know what's right. We just need to get together. Right. And of course, there got to be organization and hierarchy. But I don't see why we can't get our money together for that cause. And if it make everybody feel better, sign contracts. We can sign contracts so that the money we putting in, if so-and-so don't happen by this time, we can get it back, whatever. But sign contracts, man, and let's buy up blocks. Start with a block, a couple houses. But shit, I got 5,000 friends on Facebook. Probably 2,000 of them I never met and don't interact with at all. Probably another 1,500 I don't really like or fuck with for real. It's probably another 500 on there that's active. I interact with different times, different occasions, whatever. There's probably another 1,000 on there just sitting. They interact, but our posts probably don't cross. Man, I can get out of them 500, I say probably, let's say 250 of them is conscious.
Mm-hmm.
$10 a month from 250 people. It's $2,500 a month. Man, it's a property, a nice ass house right across the street from my shit right now. Man, they want 10 bands for that bitch. 10. $10,000, man. And then if you know anything about real estate, not like I'm a guru or anything, I got to know what I got to know to see how feasible this shit that I be thinking is. A lot of times they don't be wanting to, like, let's say you got $100,000 house, but they got foreclosed on. They owe 10 in taxes. They only want the 10. The government just trying to get the 10, man. They trying to balance the books. They don't care. It might be some little fees and taxes here and there, but they just want the 10. All the fees and taxes associated with that 10. So,
right.
I don't know, man. Niggas just gotta get the shit together. Then in our neighborhoods, we can train, we can have classes, we can have schools. Even if it's nothing but the mother hens in the neighborhood just coming together, forming a sisterhood, like, yo, let's teach these babies this. And we got school administrators, professional people that's hired in. I've taught high school for a short while. I mean, you got people that's trained in how to develop and design curriculum. Like, why we can't do this shit ourselves?
Right. Would you think the music got something to do with the way the kids acting, since we touching up on the kids? Because you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, music plays a lot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't realize that, you know what I'm saying, artists is really our leaders, because once you gravitate and start listening to an artist and start listening and believing in his music, you know what I'm saying, you start living up to that life, the life that he lived. Like when Tupac was out, everybody wanted to be a thug. Even though he was spitting some real shit on there, but he was also spitting rhetoric on there too. Like, by calling yourself thug, lowering yourself to a lower standard, got everybody using the N-word, made the N-word, nigga, real pop. I'm a nigga, you know what I'm saying? So, he had his ups and downs. But what do you think about the position that you RBG artists are in, and what could y'all bring to the table as far as the music wise?
We're in a great position. See, a lot of people don't be wanting to address that about Pac, man. Like, he took the oath too. Like, everybody who get real money got to. You know what I'm saying? But as far as what we got to offer in what position, I think we're in a great position, man. Like I said, the world is not receptive to the stuff we talking about. And if you ask Young Thug what that ain't he be wearing, mean, he ain't gonna be able to tell you. But Tahir will, I will. You know what I'm saying? Brick will. Everybody can tell you, who do this on our level, what it's really about. So it's a lane. People want the information. People see what's going on, even if you're not all the way locked in or tuned in. Like, you see what's going on, like you aware of the happenings in our communities. So, I think that the door is wide ass open, to be honest with you. And like I said, man, it was kind of cool and not cool for a minute when I didn't know about a lot of people, because it was like, okay, I got this idea for the music. Well, we can try to do this, and do that. But it's like, damn, man, like, the goal is to wake people up, man. I can't do that shit by myself.
Right.
So now that I'm knowing that all these artists is, they making their rounds and they building their followings and people are listening and they consistent and they live what they talking about. See, that's my problem with other rappers too, and people in general. Like, if you be saying a whole bunch of shit but be doing a whole bunch of different shit, then like it's gonna be a discrepancy. So I think right now in the RBG community, we got a lot of artists that are being about the right things and saying them in a way that the people will be receptive, and people, it almost ain't music for us. It's medicine, man. You know what I'm saying? It's audio medicine. This audio therapy is what this is. We good, man. This shit right for the pickings. All we gotta do is quit bickering and get to the point, because and I gotta had a harebrained scheme. This shit probably ain't gonna work, but like, why not get talking about raising money? How about a GoFundMe and shit? Since we in the GoFundMe era, how about a GoFundMe for one solid music project from like all them artists you name? I ain't got to be on the bitch. A lot of people got problems with the way I move around and how I do things. I'm not about to sit up here and explain all that shit to everybody right now. But, you feel how you feel. But all I'm saying is, like I said, it ain't about me. It's about the message. So all them cats who do kick it can get together, put together a nice shit, not cut no corners on the cover, the production, or the promotion, and get the attention of somebody who's receptive in a power position. Then, man, the sky's the limit. Bro, I think everyone is trying to race to be the first one to do that.
Bro, you got to be on a compilation album, because you kicking knowledge, you kicking facts in your music. It's not about personal feelings when it comes to this right here. It's supposed to be about the business. It's supposed to be about the people, man. You know what I'm saying? You how you move is how you move. Everybody move different. Everybody don't move the same. See, that's one thing about the country community. That one thing that I dislike about the country community. They want everybody to move the same way. Everybody don't think the same. Everybody don't move the same. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us catching on. Some catch on fast, some catch on slow, some catch on at the pace that they want to catch on. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
because you like to you like to do this, or like say you like to go do lectures. I'm not a lecturer, so I can't go do lectures. You know what I'm saying? But I can, motivate the people. I can go out in the neighborhoods and talk to the people and communicate with the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, really like go to the hoods, like what's going on, guys, and break this shit down. What's going on with this racism? What's going on with us killing each other? And why are we doing it? what's the problem? Who's to blame for this? And why were we taught this? Why were we taught to be able to read for 400 years? This is things that some of us could do. You got a lane where you rap, so you can reach the masses of people. All y'all that's in this hip hop community, in this RBG hip hop community, shouldn't be at odds or in competition with each other, because all music, that as long as it's positive, it's good music, and it's gonna catch on to everybody. One thing I liked about what Big Q did, he did the mixtape. He bought everybody. It's on SoundCloud. He bought everybody music. His name Quentin Harris. I think I heard some of your music on now. He took everybody music that's in the community and put it on one CD, and it sounded good. Some of the old stuff, not some that they did. So just imagine if he was just throwing beats out there, or somebody like how DJ Khaled do it. He gets a bunch of beats and they just throw it out there to the community, to the guys in the rap community. They rap on, and he throw a compilation album. Someone should do that, in the community, like, man, okay, I want to do this. I ain't gonna be biased towards anybody I know, fuck the feelings. This is about the people, and just see how the response of the people gonna be. And then, we got other brothers that's out here like me, soldiers, that's soldiers to the movement. They can be out here, the street team out here, pumping the albums, selling the albums. Like, man, look, man, you can do this right here. We're gonna send you these many CDs, and you sell them, and you sell them $10, bring us 7 back, you keep 3, or give us 8 and you keep 2 off each CD or whatever. That's a hustle, and then also it's building up your distribution. Well, y'all can start throwing videos. You got the Preachers, you got the Shade Blacks, you got the brother out of Atlanta. I forgot how to pronounce his name, but he do videos. There's a few brothers in the community that do videos, and the brother there in Atlanta, he rap. I forget that brother name, kind of heavy, said his name, Patat or something like that. But anyway, it's brothers like that. Y'all got your own videos. Producers, they can produce good video quality work. Even though I feel the way I feel about Young Preach, but the brother, he got videos out there. He know how to direct videos, and pretty good videos for for somebody that not really known in the music industry. He's pretty good. So we put this shit on YouTube. Let the people see what's going on. Like, man, we got motherfuckers, real spitters over here. We ain't talking about this right here. We talking about some motherfucking knowledge.
That's a pipe dream, though.
Yeah, it's a pipe dream. Yeah, it's a pipe dream, but it's a
pipe dream, man. But ain't it cool to talk? It made me feel warm to talk about. Like, what are the possibilities if everybody came together and got some real shit going on, to put all this petty shit aside? Like, and I don't understand how everybody's so clicked up to the point that you become oblivious to the war we in the middle of. Like, we prisoners of war. Like, we ain't black folks in America. Like, we prisoners of war. Like, how they capture niggas and hold them hostage, and all that is they captured our people. Some of us were already here. Then they went and got some other of our brothers and sisters from Africa and the other continents near the equator, and shit, they brought us over here, captured us, and then they had babies, and then they had babies, and they had babies. Like, we prisoners of war, ain't we? Like, so to be so clicked up to the point where you can't even, what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, and I know I'm abrasive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how true this is, or I don't really. So horoscopes, they be true, they on point, but they say a lot of generalities that can apply to people, man. But one of the things that they say about the Libra, man, is that I got a balance. Like, and if I see injustice, I'm ferocious. Man. And what I see going on a lot in the conscious community is not a good thing. Like, people just, they clicking up to the point where,
it's sad. And I'm a true Libra to the bone, bro. I don't have a problem. I have no problem telling my brother how I feel, via Facebook or in your face if I see you. You know what I'm saying? One thing you can do, whoop my ass, kill me, whatever. But I'm still gonna let you know that, man, that's some foul ass shit you on. You know what I'm saying?
And see, we used to hold people accountable. Like, what happened? We used to hold people accountable. It used to be, you know, they say it take a village. I remember I couldn't do too much because even if my mom went home, because Miss Deborah, she wasn't playing that 2 doors down. You know, if I gotta go see Miss Deb, then it's gonna be a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit. You can't be a friend of mine if you don't take care of your kids. That's a prerequisite for my friendship, damn it. You like if you how we going out kicking it, taking trips, doing all this and talking black power and all this and black family. You don't take care of the kids you made. You acting like they don't exist. I'm sorry, I can't really. You can help the movement. I just really can't work with you because I don't believe in you because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Not that I'm perfect.
Right.
But
Do you have any kids?
no.
Oh, okay.
No. Nah, you know,
It's
I'm in a different situation than a lot of people my age, man. I just turned 33. You know what I'm saying? No kids, college graduate. Not that that count for anything. That just mean I owe a couple dollars.
right.
You know, but I made it out. You know, played a little college football. You know, had a great career. Matter of fact, they just honored our 2016. My senior year is the greatest team in school history. I had to miss that shit because I had a fashion show to do with my lady.
Right.
She was doing her jewelry thing. So I mean, I got a different little myriad of experiences. I understand I'm abrasive. I understand that a lot of people, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But one thing I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna keep it $1. And if I love you, I'm gonna tell you where you misstepping at. Because if I ain't care, you know, I wouldn't say shit to you. I'll let you just keep on fucking up. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people too, they got the resources and the power to do certain things. And I think that's where, you know, we be asking our celebrities to do this and do that, and asking people in the conscious community with a little more notoriety to say this and feeling like they should feel this way and, you know, stop fighting, stop bickering. That's because, like, y'all, I mean, it's kind of like everybody know what they would do with the power until they get it. You know, I've had notoriety. Like I said, I play college ball. I've been in papers. I've been, you know, they wrote this, wrote that. You know, not bragging, but just giving you a background of my experiences. Like a certain level of notoriety is not new to me, but I've never had maybe when you get that big time fame, you might change. You know, I don't know because I never had it, but I noticed that a lot of people in that position, they lament the fact that, you know, people always want to, you know, say what they would do, but they're not here. Well, I'm not there yet, and I feel like the niggas that's there need to start doing some better shit, or we're gonna have to get them up out the office, figuratively speaking. We the people run this movement. Like this shit ain't no one person or no one group or no one aspect. It ain't just the music, it ain't just the spirit people, it ain't just the nutrition people. Like it's all a collective. You see what I'm saying? And people just got to get on the board, man. They can't be fucking beefing, man. This shit like gangs. This shit worse. Shit crazy.
Right. Yeah, it is sad, man. It makes the movement look watered down. You know, I remember when I was on about 2014, you know, a lot of brothers were screaming RBG. You know, you look down the timelines now, you don't even hardly hear nothing about RBG. You just see the flags, but you see different factions of RBGs. You know, you got your New Arrows, you got your HUD tribes, you got your tribe of Hey Rules. You know what I'm saying? You got your What's Up African tribe. You got all these different tribes going on. So, you know what I'm saying? And it comes from just a few individuals that's, you know, that's in the movement, man, that really gave it a black eye. You know what I'm saying? Because you allowing yourself to be in a position where you bickering back and forth with other people in the movement and people watching. You know, so especially if your posters is public, people watching and they sit back, grab their popcorn and listen, and you know, you dropping videos, they you know, listen to you and all that, you know, just for the drama, just for the, you know what I'm saying, just to get the aspect of what's going on. And that's why the movement right now, the RBG movement, is so stagnated because you know what I'm saying we can't get past what I'm saying phase one and to go to phase two. Like you said, it's the click shit. What I'm saying when there shouldn't be no click, I feel like you should move as a tribe than just what I'm saying just move as one or a few. What I'm saying we should move as a whole unit. If all of us in here got this right here, this flag, we supposed to be like all together. I don't give a fuck what you claim, you Black Panther, whatever. We supposed to come together. This is my tribe because what I'm saying in Africa they got different tribes. Everybody's not part of the same coalition, not part of the same tribe. So
Right.
saying so, but when if it come down to it, I believe I have a debate with my guy all the time. But I say if it come down to it, because they just waiting, the world's waiting on us, really. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact.
If they see us respond to this racism and this oppression, and they see us respond, they're gonna respond because what I'm saying we set the trend because we came over here and got the best of both worlds. Really, not I'm just using this hypothetically. We African, and then we got this Caucasian way of thinking, this Caucasian way of not living, but as far as like the English language, the way we articulated it, took the English language and made it our own language by some of our catchphrases, our slang, whatever. Like when E40 was making a book of, dictionary or nothing but slang in there, so he took from the English language and twisted it all around. We make they shit look popular. You know what I'm saying? The
Man,
white
we the trendsetters for the world, man. We
right,
taught the world how to dress. We teach the world how to dance. We teach them how to bathe. We taught them science, math, medicine, astronomy. I mean, like, what's not to like? Like, we taught them everything, and they know it. They know it. See, what we did was, I made a post about this earlier, actually, man. We suffer from Jackie Robinson syndrome. So, Jackie Robinson went ahead and assimilated. I guess he's the poster boy for it. He wasn't the only one, and he wasn't the only advocate, but he kind of like the poster boy for it. I don't even think he was the first. I guess he was the first in the major leagues. I ain't really going to try to delve into that, but it was really about giving up ownership of our own properties to become subordinate to another position. Like we gave up ownership of our leagues and our neighborhoods and our jobs and our doctors' offices to work at their doctors' offices and be players in their leagues. All the while realizing, but not even realizing that you're not never gonna own none of this shit. Like when they die, they ain't giving it to your ass. I mean, you can work as possibly high as you can in a company. You're not gonna never own that bitch.
right.
So, they passing it on, and we stuck. A lot of people don't know about redlining, like how the South Side of Chicago was created. A lot of people don't know about, know the processes about urban gentrification was taking place in Detroit. A lot of people don't know simple shit like not only were we not allowed to buy houses in certain neighborhoods, which is what redlining is. It's like black people can only buy houses here, and that's how you put everybody in the same neighborhood. Gentrification is the evolution of that process. But like we couldn't simple shit, like we couldn't even get life insurance. Like we got burial insurance. That means if my people pass and they services cost $12,500, insurance gonna cut me a check for $12,500. Whereas white folks, they people die, burial services cost $12,500. Well, it don't matter because the insurance just cut you a check for $100K. Life insurance. We got burial insurance. And that put us behind the ball. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand the evolution of those processes and how everything is created today, man. I mean, this shit is so deep. It's so fucking deep. I lost my point. Get me back on track, B. What was we talking about?
Bro, I'm over here blazing up. But they heard you. So
Hey, man, you know what, man? Anunnaki skin my kin. I'll be trying to get up there with him, man. I don't really do much. And I try to stay out the way, man. We ain't, low key, twist a little Harry Lettuce,
Yeah.
little Harry Belafonte.
Who don't? Let's be
It
real.
helped me deal with earthlings.
Yeah, we you know, yeah, who don't? But I seen you yesterday at that little thing with your queen, man. Y'all looked good together, man.
I appreciate you.
You know, black love equals black power, you know what I'm saying? Which they took my little phrase and stuff and made it their own, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
See, yeah, that's what people do, and that's being selfish. Instead of looking at it from Barry's perspective, and because Barry said it, we're gonna look at it from our perspective because
right,
we heard it the way we wanted to hear it.
right.
Therein lies the problem with black folks. It's simple. It's a difficult thing to get over, but it's simple. It's a simple thing, though.
Mm-hmm. I don't trip about it, bro. You know what I'm saying? They know,
Yeah.
they know who taught them that, and you know, and I know who taught you that. But you know, it's not about who taught who that and who taught this. You know, it's about the music. It's about the bill. It's about said the liberation. And I was wanted to ask you, what do you think it's going to take for us to unify as a people?
Oh wow. For us to unify, what's the blackest city in America? Detroit.
Right.
Um,
That's what they say. I come from Chicago, so I would always think about Chicago being bigger than Detroit. I would think it'd be more black folks in Chicago.
yeah. They got more, but I'm saying like, if Detroit got 1,000, a population of 1,000, they like 700 of them black. Whereas if Chicago got a population of 1,500,
Right.
then like 900 of them black. You know what I'm saying? Like it's more black folks, but by the numbers, it's more black folk. But
the numbers by the
to answer your question
population.
though, no, go ahead. What you about to say?
The numbers by the population. Well, I feel what you're saying.
Yeah. But shit, to unify, man, they have to like drop a bomb on Chicago and say it's war on niggas. We sick of these niggas. They're gonna have to flash it on the news and they're gonna have to put it in the paper. And then Beyonce gonna have to get on BET and say the shit. And then Rihanna gonna have to back it up. Then Jay-Z gonna have to say the shit. And then Colin Kaepernick gonna have to get on after the game and say, see, I told you so. And then black people might wake up and be like, oh, them niggas was right, man. You see what they did in Chicago? It's to the point now, man, where, I call it the dog whistle. It's like a dog will be barking in the yard and shit. Like you cross the yard and you look dangerous. The dog don't know you would be off the chain, about to tear the damn chain off the fence. You blow that dog whistle, them motherfuckers like,
Right.
You look up, like, what's that? And I don't even care nothing about what was going on. Them dog whistles, them your BET Awards, your VMAs, this funny election that's going on right now. Trump said grab the pussy, Clinton emails, Kim K got robbed. What other bullshit be going on? It also falls in line with their propaganda. They got to show you the super predators, in air quotes. They got to show you them on the news committing crime. They got to show you, police officer going down. It got to be support our troops. It got to be all this shit. Dog whistles, man.
We gotta go to war with Russia.
Yeah, war with Russia. That could be legit, but maybe not. I don't give a damn. Like we're supposed to go to war with North Korea 2 months ago. They declared war on us. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is dog whistles, man. So like until we can understand that, I don't think we'll unify as a whole. But our hope is if we can get, I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know whether nutrition shit gonna take off. I don't know whether it's gonna be a spiritual breakthrough first, but the best likelihood, to be honest, not just because I'm involved, but it looked like it's gonna be the music. Like the music will wake people up. The music is catchy. They talking about something different. Who's the artist? And then when it's after they start to follow the artist is gonna lead them to the movement. Dr. Clark, Dr. York, Dr. Ben, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it looked like, for me right now, that looked like the best conduit. With spirituality in a close second, because a lot of these Christians is waking up. But they don't quit because it's almost like a job. Like if you got a bad job, you still gonna work that motherfucker because you ain't got another job. So when you get another job on deck, you can't wait to go in there and tell you I quit. You want to quit Christianity and come to this new job over here, but you just don't know enough about this place. So we ain't hired you yet, or you don't even know we hiring at all. So Christianity in a close second, man. But we're unified behind the music, man.
I wanted to ask you, you know what I'm saying, do you really love hip hop? And what was your reason to, you know what I'm saying, becoming a rapper and putting out music and the type of music that you putting out?
Well, shit, hip hop for me, man. Hip hop was my father, man. To be honest with you, for a long time, like I learned a lot of the game. You know, not necessarily seeing people be taking shit literally. Like if Scarface say he had to kill 3 people or do whatever, you know, I wasn't taking that literally. I was taking the principles out of it. You know what I mean? Kind of like you can look at a character in a movie like Scarface, and as gruesome as he was and the shit he had to do and the people he had to kill, he killed his boy, he killed Manolo, you know what I'm saying? But like you can still see the principles and why he was doing it. It was certain artists and things like that that drew me to hip hop, like Scarface, you know, Jay-Z's early stuff. I was listening to Brand Nubian though. I was listening to you know, Lord Jamar. Shit. Public Enemy, Run DMC, MC Breed, those type of guys. Then I started listening to NWA, and you know, and see me, I love music so much that I can find something I like about everybody. Like I listen to Nas, I listen to Mos Def, I listen to Waka Flocka Flame, I listen to Gucci Mane, I listen to Ty Here, you know what I mean? I listen to Jay-Z, you feel me? I listen to Bomani, but I also listen to Future. You know, it's something I like about all of these guys. Like, you know, Flocka, for instance, his energy, unmatched. He's also become a better rapper. And as an aside, because I had a lot of people in the conscious community, they used to bash me for liking Flocka. Let that man grow. He's 22, 23 years old. He also made a stand in Oklahoma when they was doing that little SAE, little racist chant shit with the fraternity. He took a stand on that. Now he's also vegan and he's doing a whole bunch of different things. So we also got to understand that people go on their different schedules and grow at their own rate. You know, you can't say this nigga grew fast or I grew fast, so you should grow fast too. It don't necessarily work like that. But yeah, back to the question, man. You know, I listen to everything. I like music, man. And if it's sonically pleasing, I'm gonna listen to it. I like the rhythms, syncopation, the literary techniques. And if the message is cold and the artist is passionate, like Bob Marley or Jimi Hendrix, and like you can just feel that raw, it's kind of hard. I don't think English makes the words to describe, or I don't speak a language that can describe the feeling that you get from listening to some real good music. It's like, it's unreal, Nirvana. I just love hip hop, man. Just it's hard to explain. It's the rhythm. It's that right there. You know what I mean? It's my bounce. You know what I mean? It's how I move. It's in me. It's in my veins. You know, it's my slick talk. You know what I mean? I'm a bad boy. Like how I twist my words around. You know, it's the dancing. It's watching the ladies dance, watching them shake it, watching them dress, watching how they swag. It's watching, you know, old girl with the leggings, how she wear the leopard leggings with the black boots, with the red coat, with the purple hair and with the green eyeliner, but the shit be dope as fuck because she black, skin popping. Shit, nigga, hip hop is everything. You feel me? Like it's everything, you know. And a lot of people, it's in you, but you really don't know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our reactions, because we come out that era, and whether we were born into it directly or we influenced by people that was born into it. Like even if you young, like a lot of your OGs was raised on the principles of hip hop. You know what I mean? No biting, do your own thing, originality, you know, be sweet, be dope. You got the mic, you only got a couple seconds to get their attention. I don't want to hear shit you talking about. Like quick talk, slick talk. Man, what's not to like, man? I fit right in. This shit is home. You feel me?
Right.
Shit.
So how long you been rapping for, bro?
Shit, man, what's this? 2016. Shit, man. I don't know. I'll say probably since probably about 97, 98, for real. Making little beats on the desk in music class, getting sent to Bic and shit, freestyling, saying in the middle of class. You know what I mean? Teacher like, what's that? That shit sound gross. Get out. I'm like, damn, you don't know no limit.
Right, that's that
And,
big.
you know, did a few did a few shows. Little small little showcases, little talent shows, nothing major. Freestyling with the homies at lunch on the lunch table at lunchtime. I ain't really started taking it seriously to maybe 4 years ago. Because I had been in some groups and it was always just fun and I always sharpened my skills. Cause like I said, it was on me, you know. Even when I wasn't freestyling, if you came and you was trying to riff or some shit like that, because I was the new guy, or you ain't know me, or you was trying to test me, oh yeah, I got that slick talk, what's popping? You know what I mean? We know how to handle guys like you. So yeah, and then got with a couple of groups, start getting experience in the studio, start doing bigger shows, but I was having to pay to do them. Learning the game, getting hustled for real, paying like $400-$500 to get on stage for 15-20 minutes at a Future show. Never meeting a nigga, because when you get off stage, you go somewhere, then this nigga come out, do his set and leave, or a Jeezy show or whatever. But I almost didn't start to take it seriously until I became a man for real. Cause like I was switching names and I was rapping about the monies, guns, and drugs and little shit I was doing, and all the women I was sleeping with, just like everybody else. But then, when I started getting the knowledge, and I kind of left it alone for a minute, but it was still in me, and started to get the information and see what was what, I kind of like, okay, I'm a rap, but I'm gonna do it like this. A lot of the conscious music that I was listening to was weak as fuck. Like, shit was terrible. So the message be dope, but it don't be sonically pleasing. So how about I take these beats I like, these trap beats, and I take this knowledge that I'm coming into, because people need to know, and we make a marriage and go ahead and deliver it to the people. And that's really how I came up with my whole formula, how I've been doing it. And then ever since I've done that, and my manhood and the way I was living became 100% synonymous with my music, it's been easy to create. I can produce this shit like an assembly line. It's no problem. I got a lot going on right now. I got a battle. I got a couple of records I got to do. I'm gonna come back on your shit and put some shit together. I got a couple of records I got to do for this Hot 97 mixtape. Shit, and I'm shooting a video. I don't know whether I'm gonna do it to a new record or not, but I'm shooting a video on Miami the day after the battle. So yeah. I mean, I got a lot going on. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So like, ever since I kind of put this together and then had to figure my lane out, because I was doing some things and working with some people, and the dust had to settle and figuring it. Like, this shit easy to produce. It's easy to create, and I aim to please, and I'm pleased to aim. And I hope everybody just really get the message, because if something happened to me or any of the messengers, like, the message can't die with them. You got to keep the BB Fahody going. You got to keep the Black liberation going. So yeah, I love hip hop, man. It's everything. You feel me?
See, when I found out about you, I knew about you when you was with the T-Folk situation. Yeah. That's where I, first, got a hold of you and the brother named Brick. That's how, saying now, y'all doing y'all in different lanes now, and if you want to elaborate on what happened with that situation or whatever, or is whatever.
I mean, shit, shit got hairy. And what it is, man, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. At one point I'm like, I'm gonna be noble, I'm gonna be quiet, I ain't gonna say nothing. But I noticed in being that way with the personalities that I was dealing with, the story was getting misunderstood and I was getting trampled over, and niggas was trying to Donovan McNabb me. Wasn't gonna let that happen. Shit really got hairy, man, and it really boiled down to we had a disagreement about how to remarket the T-Folk 2. It resulted in some
vulgar language after an argument, and I was told to suck his dick in particular. After I had made, all type of moves and pulled strings to get out there to so we can take care of some Tifo business, because he had an unfortunate situation, with the vehicle. It was just like it was a bad time, you know what I mean? It was just a hard time for real, you know what I'm saying? So the stress really got up. My ego, his ego, shit clashed, told me to suck his dick. That was the end of the group right there. But it wasn't really the end of interaction and all that until, I'm throwing steams, and a lot of people don't even know I had anything to do with that for real. Like, me and Keith got together and threw that shit. You know what I'm saying? Let people perform and shit, let people get their highlights off. Everything was cool. But what ended up happening was, and I ain't really gonna get this because I can speculate, man, but I ain't even really trying to bring up no old shit, man. But I think people was just kind of salty that I was going up there doing what I was doing. Not salty, but felt challenged maybe to try to better it, to equal or better it. So what ended up happening was motherfuckers was going up to the D, and it really, I don't know what was going on up there except for what was getting back to me. And what was they was doing steam shit without necessarily my cosign and shit, or not that it needed it, man, but like steams with some shit, because I was feeling like it's too many RBG cats and don't nobody know Garvey. So me and Keith got together and we put together the steams and switched it up to today, because his was initially Sting and the letters meant a couple of different things, but we switched the letters trying to bring the spirit of Garvey back and trying to incorporate all the lecturers and what they was talking about today. So I feel like when they start doing that shit and then wasn't inviting me to shit or wasn't putting me on or wasn't showing credit, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. But I ain't really give a fuck for real though. Like, I ain't getting no down. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no big deal to me. I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. Then came to biting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I mean, as far as this music similarities, man, motherfuckers can see for themselves, listen before me and after me, and then you draw your own conclusions. But I'm talking about biting on my slogans, biting on my slick talk. I alluded to it earlier, like, and it wasn't just Brick, man. Like, a lot of niggas was doing that shit, like KLX with the Black Debate. Like, that's some dope shit to say, I know. And you want to run with it, cool. But like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna run with it though. Like, you ain't like a nigga don't be around. It's cool, I just create the next thing. But it was also getting back to me some little slanders and shit that people were saying about me, and people up there was just being real messy. So I just stopped going up there, and I had some appointments and engagements to go up there. And I fulfilled my last one. Well, my last two. The first one was in Flint, and I'll talk a little bit about that in the record. And then that Cool Runners record. And then the second one was it was at this at the library downtown, like the Black Woman is God conference. Then it was like a bunch of slanders and shit. And I'm just like, yo, like, where's all this shit coming from? People just start acting funny. People that, and I noticed that people started choosing sides. People whom I had never done anything to personally. It's always been cool, positive interactions. I guess he was going up there around them. So maybe they was feeling away. I'm not sure if he was motivating them to feel away with his rhetoric or anything. I'm just noticing what's happening. So all I did was I started deleting motherfuckers off Facebook. Then it was this whole big ass hoopla, like, how could you? Like, man, let's be real. A couple of cats that I respect. And then, like I said, it ain't just them niggas, man. It was niggas all throughout my life. Like you be on the fence too much. Sometimes you support, but sometimes you don't. You just want to do a favor for a nigga. Do. So I'm going through the whole situation like, yo, let's analyze. And it was their day. It was their day. I do that. People get to posting on Facebook. First and foremost, asking me why I didn't go in their inbox. Like they didn't know what they was doing. Then secondly, talking about how they been hearing shit about me for months. Basically, verifying my reasoning for deleting them in the first place, because I had some of this shit had been getting back to me. If you ever heard a rumor about yourself so crazy, you just be like, man, who came up with that? So that was, that's basically how that situation went. And then it was And niggas got to making songs about me, making posts about me, you know, just all type of slanderous shit, going out of their way to feel slighted. I'm just like, okay, so I'll play with y'all for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? Made a record. And I, you know, it's the end of it as far as I'm concerned. Like, it ain't really no secret that we don't necessarily see eye to eye. But, you know, I wish him the best, man. I can't understand, man, because like I said, I'm hip hop through and through. And it's really only one rule in this shit for real, and that's like no biting, man. And for you know, people borrow, all great artists borrow, like, you know, or whether even if it's influence, you know what I'm saying? Some borrow literally. I guess that's cool too, man. But credit is given, homage is given. Like you can't be borrowing from a nigga and slandering him at the same time. Especially when, you know, like I said, if you listen to the music before me and listen to it after me, like you'll notice a distinct difference in the message. Like that was my formula. You know what I mean? Like, and we did a few things for each other and shit. But like, as far as this music is concerned, you know,
How many albums y'all did together?
shit, fall. We did four in a year.
Mm.
Did a couple videos. We was shooting a movie. We was doing a lot of shit. And then even people around the city, man, they be like, man, y'all was dope together. Y'all was dope together. Y'all was fire and ice. And I know, but no rap group stays together. And I don't understand, like, I don't understand the dynamic, why it happens. I attribute it to ego. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he'll tell you a different story. I'm sure it's probably some things I did that I may not be aware of that I don't give a fuck about. But I mean, cause shit is what it is, man.
But you always,
and I'm done.
but you always want to. You always want.
What'd you say,
But
G?
you always want to be the honorable one when you know saying the fall off. You know what I'm saying? So you don't never have nothing on your shoulder where you feel like you can say something to a person or do something to a person and you can think about it later on down in life, like, man, I really did something fucked up to this person, you know what I'm saying? So you always want to, you know what I'm saying, make sure you was clean and on that break.
Man, you know what I do well? Like my pride and my ego takes effect when, like, after the fact. Like, I don't think in a situation I'm egotistical. I know I can be, but I don't think in a situation I'm that. I think after the fact, if I do realize I fucked up, I'm like, well, I'm not going back because I'm already doing this. So that's where my ego come in. But sometimes when you go back, shit ain't never the same. And you know what? Like, matter of fact, now I think about it, after this shit, before that even happened, like showing you how I'm playing a noble role. I'm getting pressure inside conversations from everybody else to be the peacemaker and do all this, and y'all was so good together. And this is how I'm knowing, you know, because I'm very perceptive and I'm very intuitive, and my third eye be popping. This is how I'm knowing that people ain't making up their own narrative about this shit. Because everybody's in my inbox calling my phone, asking me to be the peacemaker, as if I'm the trouble starter. And that can only come from one perspective. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just like, man, damn, fuck it. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing but good come from it. You know, I've been noble this time, this long. So let me reach out to him publicly. I reached out to him. I'm like, hey, you want to jump on Elohim? He like, sure. So I picked the beat. You know, he wrote his bars. I wrote my bars, wrote the hook. You know, this being black thing is kind of dope. I think I like it. You know what I'm saying? Shit was cool. I thought it was. But then he came to my listening party. And I swear, man, you know how you can see people aura and shit? Like, I don't know what it was, whether it was a bad day or what. This nigga shit was black at my party. Like, he wasn't smiling. He wasn't doing shit. He wasn't, like, he just came. And the crazy part is, like, every time Brother Keith was supposed to come to the city to holler at me for an event or anything, this nigga Brick intercept. Like, without my knowledge. Now, mind you, we did the Elohim song and all this shit. And I don't know if people thought we was talking or messaging, but we wasn't talking at all. Like, it wasn't no conversations taking place. Like, I never called this nigga phone. He never called mine. No inboxes, no likes on statuses, but he tagging me and shit. You know what I mean? Even if it's some shit that benefit him or some shit that make him look good or some shit that make him look sweet or some shit that I know he'll agree with because I know him. This nigga still don't like it. Not that I'm saying he should, but after the fact, I noticed like this nigga been doing this shit for a little minute. So, you know, he had to so Keith supposed to come down here and he had gotten a wreck. So I'm supposed to pick him up from the bus station. I get a call from me like 45 minutes before I'm supposed to get him. Like, yeah, man, Brick just said he gonna come get me. Mind you, like I said, we don't talk. I didn't even know he was coming to my listening party, G. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, okay. Well, no big deal because I got some things to do. So I pull up to the party. You know, he there with Keith. And I'm like, is that why you here? Like, is you espionage? Is you spying? Because you didn't come to participate clearly. And then we just having a little conversation outside. He said something. We was talking. It was me, him, and a couple of my partners. And we referenced the T-Folk album release party for when 2 came out. And I guess people identify that as effectively the end of the group publicly because that was our last little public situation. He like, yeah. My dude said something about a party. He was like, yeah, that's what ended it. Like in reference to the party. Now I didn't even say nothing at the time. This me being noble, like, man, let me see how the night play out. But I'm like, how the fuck a party gonna fuck up a group? Like, what you mean? Like, and see, a lot of that got me to thinking how niggas feel about once again too concerned about how I'm moving and don't got nothing to do with you. See what I'm saying? So it was a bunch of little shit like that. And the first time through, I just gave you the PG version. Like that was a little PG-13 right there. Like it's a bunch of other shit that I really could reference, man. But you know what I'm saying? Like that shit just came to an end, man. And really at the end of the day, if you're not a person that can show contrition for your fuck ups or even show where you like might misstep that or could have misunderstood or ain't willing to re-listen to something again with a more mature ear, then I really don't got shit to say to you never. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these cats too, man, they false flagging, they putting out false facades. A lot of them ain't what they cracked up to be for real. Like for real. And the shit is disgusting. So knowing that, man, I just feel back from a lot of people, man. I feel back from a lot of people. And since I've been doing my thing, you know, rebuild my circle from the inside out, I had to get rid of a couple of other cats, man, that was, you know, that was close to me, like coming through daily, because they didn't know how to behave around women.
Right.
Like women I kept around me, you know what I'm saying? Just shit like that, man. It's love people. I mean, and then too, like if we got a problem and it's $100 problem, let's say we do get a BB for Holy music situation popping. How we gonna do about 100K? I'm not trying to have no arguments about 100K if we can't agree about $100.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's just, you know, and I guess maybe every rap group probably got their version of the same story. You know, like I said, I wish him the best. He's always been a gifted musician. Like I definitely ain't saying I taught the nigga how to rap. You know, he been doing that for a minute. And one thing he did help me do, because like I said, I was chilling, man. And I'm methodical in how I put this music on. I'm not necessarily worried about saturating or over promoting. It's like if you hear it, cool. If not, that's cool too. Hey, I got this one I really want you to hear, so I'm gonna tag you. You know, you listen to it, cool. You don't, that's cool too. But he be like, yo, you ready to get in the booth today? You got your verses wrote? That's how we got all that music done. So that's one thing he helped me with, you know.
Getting in there and getting it done.
Yeah. Hey, that man is always working, so I'll never take that from him. You know, and his music before me was dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I was listening to it, you know, when I first got hip to him, I was listening to it. But, you know, as far as how to sell your music online and how to improve the business aspect of yourself and, you know, how to this African message in the rhymes and the type of beats, like these trap, high energy beats. Because I listen to that music, so them the beats I like. So,
Wow.
You know, that was a thing. I mean, that's me. KLX, that Blacktivation, that's me. You know what I'm saying? But it's cool though. Like I'm kind of seeing what this shit is, and I'm learning really not to get upset about it because I got a short temper.
Man, you just got to keep doing what you do, man. And, you know what I'm saying, let your music speak for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing you can do. You know, ain't no sense of arguing, or you know, because people gonna realize and recognize where it come from. You know, what I'm saying you ain't got to you know, put it to the point where you know push the envelope basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What it is. But I want to play this little track right here, man. Give us a little break right quick.
Oh yeah, do your thing.
It's all love, though. Lots of vibrations everywhere.
Wonder if I know I do.
Peace, God. I'm the Godfather. I take away everything you want like house fires. These niggas don't dance, petrified. I'm Milo. I'm the rap, never knew Anubis. I'm a rock, Milo. You either family or you salmon, corn and rice. Exercise that evil out, you go to guys. When I hold the mic, even very white, like show you right. I remember when you ate the Humble Pie like Lord on Life. Well, iron sharpens iron, know the irony. Kobe anything but diesel break of dynasties. Everybody wanna violate my privacy. Like how I feel with the pressure on society. Like how a knocker get the flavors, that's variety. How a sucker black the fade, I shoot for piracy. Slick lingo, my dick swing low. And I charge for copies like Kinko. Recycle T-folk rhymes, every letter bar. I kinda like my same bars, I'm a regular. It's all inside of my rhymes, my nigga level up. Nebuchadnezzar, my vibration can wake the devil up. Niggas hating on me, yada by etc. You charged off the people you robbed, my power nebula. The hell ain't Medellin in a pair of jeans, cooking soul scene, smell like reefer, sage, and kerosene. Gucci Chocolate when I leave my door. In the driver's seat, but riding is my forte. 100 miles an hour if you with the horseplay. Okay, make it go, man. Tell me how you really feel. Shit, I'm cool. Shooting arrows at the pharaoh, y'all so cool now. I'ma save black folks if they don't kill me first. I'ma save black folks if they don't kill me first. Game G, kill my skills with a sledgehammer. And cook rappers for the bread like an egg sandwich. Social networks and these cameras give you brain damage. Swear me in these dizzy cats ain't from the same planet. Feral cheaty, yellow carbon, Anunnaki. Too many fake vibrations fucking up my ambiance. Different page, had to disengage a lot of y'all. Go throw a interpretation with your midget body call. Cowabunga, rock the wave, shout to any D. For letting rappers come around you for publicity. Chasing fame, damn right, we in a different thing. It's hard to do it till it's done, no rapper, Mr. B. Type of fraud, taking pictures, flipping people kids. And get online and post about the shit and getting deep. On your name, no respect from where you were born or where you live, so my nigga hit the gates and hit. I would drive, passing by a lot of hoods and knees. You can say help you with your rent, you so for the people. Classic also with the flame and had a glass of water. I seen the fire in their eyes, but they had to conquer. You pull up the Nico Peter Parker looking awkward, like if the venue wasn't lit, then all you wasn't talking. Call in your bars low, get your car charger. Swear this Scotch lifestyle, drive a hard bargain. How you talking down on cheap? I'm in disbelief. And if the elder put you on me, he can send the reef. I was trying to keep the peace, ask the referee. I point out the treachery, they call a take on me. Damn shame in the same year, we lost Dr. Sebi. The master healer and the teacher, Dr. Francis Percy. It's the year I knock a conscious nigga unconscious. Like he awoke, but he not woke, another marching harder. Throwing stones at my throne, niggas too funny. Talk about me, but you look like dude from Cool Runners.
I'm telling you what you see. You see Junior, you see Junior. I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother who don't take no crap of nobody. You really see all that?
Yeah, man.
And I don't need another man permission to do shit. And I can't respect a man that tell a man to suck his dick. You bit their hand and fed you your
design. Gave you formula for rhymes and taught you how to sell your stuff online. Come to find copycats without a peace of mind. Trying to take a piece of mind. Bring it on, I'm the green dot. Girl, put some money on my head. That's a green dot. Unless they do it on the love, that's a freeze pop. Oh shit, they show, cut it out. Oh, that's a screenshot. I ain't got nothing else to say on the matter, sir. No more react calls. I'm done. I got a school to be. You go play virtual real school on your break time at work. You got 15 minutes. I'm out here breaking ground, breaking soil. Y'all niggas out here bullshitting. Trying to take pictures.
Wow.
Black power, no ass
Some
niggas.
people say you know them can't believe. Jamaica, we have a bobsled team. We have head on the race. I know I'm Junior. You.
Yeah. I mean,
The fastest of Jamaican sprinters. Go to Olympics, fight for Jamaica.
I meant that shit.
Yeah, that was something serious right there, bro.
Oh yeah, I forgot, man. That's what made me unfriend that nigga. When he like I really started to get some little momentum going for my school and got the IRS to recognize it, and you know, I was kind of made some headway. You know, he jumped on the status talking about he about to build a little virtual school. It's just like, man, and maybe that ain't have shit to do with me, man, but it's like everything I do. So yeah, I just rather you not see nothing I do, and I don't see nothing you do. And that way, if something happened, it's coincidence. But that's what made me be like, yo, I'm done with this shit right here. And I've been had one of my dudes call me because he was asking me some similar questions like a day or two before. Like, yeah, man, you know, what's going on with y'all? And I'm just like, man, you know, I feel like, you know, people be borrowing, but don't give back, so that's stealing. You know, they up there slandering me, this, that, and the third. Man, after he made that post, man, my dude called my phone. I'm at work with the kids. Like, he like, yo, bruh, that's crazy. I'm like, see, I told you, man. I told you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, and no hard feelings, man. I just, like, I need my environment to be a certain way for me to thrive. And then I don't necessarily feel it necessary all the time to have to explain it to people, like why I gotta do shit I do, especially when you know what the fuck you was be doing and how you feel. Like, why I gotta explain to you? So, I mean, but I wish him the best, man. He a talented musician, and I know with his work ethic, success is in his future. He's destined for it. But shit, you know, shit is what it is, man.
But would you ever work with him again?
I can't say never. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say that, because it's like I don't hate you. Like, I don't hate you. I don't wish bad on you and nothing like that. So I don't see why we couldn't under the right circumstances. But like I said, you know, as far as my evolution as a musician, like with people, I give you the basic common courtesy, the common respect. I'm gonna respect your space. I'm gonna be courteous. I'm gonna be respectful. You know, I'm gonna be a gentleman to the best of my ability. And as I became a better man and a more mature man, as did my ascension as a musician, it kind of went up at the same time. It's a strong correlation there. So, you know, I can't say that as I improve and mature a little down the road that I won't be open to different things musically. But like I said, there got to be a good set of circumstances. And then too, you know, hate it or love it, I'm one that likes to put prerequisites on my attention, time, and friendship. Like, in order to get those things from me, you have to be a certain way. And I would hope that the people that I'm around demand that of me. And it don't necessarily have anything.
I wanted to say something, you know, because you know I remember that because I wanted to go back to that track right there, that running. You know, I want to chime in on that just a little bit. You know, I remember I heard that the encore. You know what I'm saying, and you know, and I heard some slick subliminals. You know, some shots. You know, being you know shot out. Not just
I
at
forgot
you.
about that. That nigga
Yeah.
did make a song about me. That was some bullshit. Yeah, okay. It's all coming back. Okay, so
Yeah, because you responded with that song right there.
yeah.
That was the
Yeah, he did
response.
make a
Oh,
song
I thought
about me.
you knew. I thought you you know
No,
for
I
you to
did know. I
respond.
forgot. I
For
knew.
you to respond. But yeah, I guess yeah, just
Hey, look, man, like no. No, you look, it's all good, man. And it's a timeline of events, man. And like I said, like maybe I didn't mention the song because the song didn't really phase me. Like, I'll be honest, when I heard the song, I was like, this nigga gonna make me make a song about him. But when I did it, because I wrote it the day I heard it, and then you know I had to wiggle some things around to get in the studio. But when I got in there, you know, I just put my thing down, and you know that was that. But the song didn't move me. What moved me and made me the energy I put into the song, whatever energy it was from that personal shit, that all them slights. You know what I mean? Like the song just, it's the same like when you post on Facebook publicly instead of handling it in private, then I'm gonna post on Facebook publicly. You see what I'm saying? So when you did the song, you gonna diss me in music form on some shit you on a Jay-Z style, on a whole Jay-Z style. And it was a good song, but shit, you like even on the song you got me like you biting. That's just how I felt about the song. Like no diss to the homie today. Like it ain't, you know, that shit is what it is. But I'm just talking about at that time. That's how I felt. I'm like, you gonna make a song about me on a whole nother nigga style? Okay. So that just made me able to get him in the song. That's address it in the song. But you're not about to be wrong and have the last word.
right.
Either I'm gonna be right, but you can get the last word, and I'm just comfortable knowing the facts of the situation, and you know or you know, I'm gonna get the last word, and you can think you right, but you ain't about to do both. Fuck that. Niggas ain't, like I said, niggas ain't about to Donovan McNabb me. So like when he made the song, I was shocked. And in order to do a song like that, you had to have some pent up shit. Oh yeah, some shit I'll address too about that song. Man, all them T4 rhymes, man, I've used them bitches a lot. Again, because what happened was too after we fell out, and this was probably still today. I don't know. Like he got my music on his site for sale. All that T4 shit. Like when I branched off, when I branched off and I did my coalition thing, I took it wasn't none of his music on my drive, on my site or nothing, but he's still selling my music, profiting off it. So I'm like, nah, them my verses. You know, I can't make you take the music off, but I can get them verses though. I wrote them shits. Them is mine. So that's just how I felt about that. So if you heard some T-Folk bars and you heard them bitches again, y'all. But since I used them all, or the ones I like anyway, everything, you know, everything else been fresh. But I had to get them bars. That was my personal situation. You know? So yeah, I don't
And
care
so
about them recycle bar. They still hard.
So you get them bars off on what album you got them off on?
They spread out. A couple of them on the Elohim. A couple of them on different projects. A couple of them is, you know, I done shot little videos for people, or, you know, they made little appearances. But shit, that vault is gone. Like I wasn't about to. That was like what, a year and a half, 4 albums worth of work, a year and a half. Which means if you just split it down the middle, that's two albums of rhymes myself that you dissing me and still selling. Nah, you can't do that. You can't do that. It's not allowed. Just don't know what part of the game that is.
So what y'all gonna do about the music then? Is he still in control of the music or what? What's the situation on that?
Yeah, he can be the king of T-Folk. T-Folk don't exist as far as I'm concerned in my world. Like the only reason I'm referencing it now is, you know, for we can get an understanding. But like when people be like T-Folk, I'll be like, who? What?
Right.
What group is that? I ain't never heard of them. They never existed, in my opinion. People be like, T-Folk was hard. I'll be like, what was that? Now if somebody say, you and Dude was rapping good together, I'll be like, yeah, we was. I'll acknowledge that. Or what y'all was doing was hard, yeah. But T-Folk was more than a name. That was principles. That was a bunch of other shit that wasn't upheld. So That gets no acknowledgement. It's stricken from the histories.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And it's sad too, because we was good. And then maybe everybody be like, "Gee, why you so stubborn, cuz? Like, why you can't just be like, fuck it? Why I gotta be the one to say fuck it all the time? You know what I'm saying? Why the onus gotta be on me to wait for, you know, to let a snake out the cage and wait and trust it don't bite me? Fuck that. That's all things, man. Like, I don't understand why people have that expectation of me. It's unrealistic, and you should stop.
And call. Yeah, call brother.
But yeah, but I, you know, I still, you know, all that said, as crazy as it sounds, man, I'm still willing to work with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even him, like I said, under the right set of circumstances. But then, you know, niggas might not want to work with me, and that's cool too.
Wow. Well, you know, you can't do nothing but stand the hand and, you know, and see what it can do, because, you know what I'm saying, this is about putting music out and putting pieces together what can make it work. Like, man, I do be getting off on some shit. Let me go on, slide through there.
I only got one hand left. I only got one hand left. If he cut this hand, I'm not gonna be. If this hand get cut, I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna open my ketchup bottles.
You know, I liked that brother when he first came in. I thought the brother was humble and stuff like that. And I had a situation with a brother named Preacher, and you know, and it all stemmed from Facebook. And it's really petty. You know what I'm saying? For real, if you think about it, you know what I'm saying, we arguing about a rant, about a little silly ass rant. And it just trickled down all the way down to dude, you know, getting into it. And I asked the brother a question, that me hot-headed. Like, you know, that's that Libra and me balanced. Well, sometimes I'm unbalanced. You know, our Libras we could be balanced and unbalanced. And I put a video out there and responded to the pre-situation, and then threw shots at the brick cat. And, you know, and it been standing from there. He blocked me, you know what I'm saying? Then I found out, you know, he making posters about me and stuff like that. So, you know, I see shit and like, okay, you know, it is what it is. I don't hate the brother, nothing like that. I just, you know what I'm saying, I spoke highly of the brother, you know what I'm saying, when I first met him, to my other people and stuff like that. And then when you show your real true colors, like, I really don't fuck with you. I fuck with whoever's hot or whatever, because, you know, dude did. I took it like, oh, where you switched up on me because he did a free video for you or something like that. And I'm like, damn, that's fucked up.
That's
you know what I'm saying? And when we down there where you was my nigga, like, man, shout out to Barry King, and then you on this cat's page, you don't like none of my shit, like how you doing you on this cat page talking about me instead of, you know what I'm saying, like, man, to the side, like, or, you know, pulling our culture, like, bro, y'all need to get off that shit. You know, that one-sided shit, you know, that click shit, you know, like I said, fuck that shit. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't barring none, you know what I'm saying?
This some crazy shit right here, man. Like, it's funny you say that, man, because, like, when I first was getting ready to do Elohim, and I got the thing together and all that, which I think is pretty dope, man. Quit sleeping on that shit. Every living organism has interstellar mass, Elohim. Man, listen. So I'm getting a concept together, like, yeah, that'll be dope. Keith turned me on to Preach. He said, Preach can do your cover. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, how much you want? He like, man, he ain't gonna charge you. It's on the love. I'm like, okay, bet. It's on the love. So I think I'm a couple pictures. And we talking and, you know, trying to figure out the little details, you know, except I ain't talking to Preach, I'm talking to Keith. My bad. I guess that's a very important part to this narrative. So I'm talking to Keith, you know, send him the pictures. And I'm like, you know, if you can get these to your man. And he ended up giving me Preach's number. Then I reached out to Preach, like, yo, what's up, this Chi? You know, trying to do a project, won't, you know, and I might have sent him the pictures then. But what ended up happening was, you know, I guess it was maybe like 4 days, 5 days, and I ain't heard nothing from him. See, and I do a little graphic work. And when you tell me you about to get right to work on what I had asked for, you know, it wasn't I'm just like, you know, what's the hold up? So I reached out to Priest because I had his number. I'm like, you know, any word, you know, like what's going on? No hostile shit. I'm just checking with you. No answer. So I can't get in touch with this man at all. Like he ain't answering my text, or he's short answering me, or not giving me no information. I'm like, damn, what's going on? So I hit Keith. I'm like, what's up with your boy? Like I'm just answering some questions about my project, and I really can't, you know, I'm trying to be interactive about this because I'm not about to just send you no picture. Like this is my album. This is about to be my baby. Like I like this. I'm really trying to do this. He like, all right, I'll handle it. He hit me back maybe 20 minutes later with answers to all the questions. So I'm just like, why the fuck this nigga can't answer my call? Like it ain't even like that, my nigga. Like on the videos, that's cool that you doing you, but I ain't asked you for no video. You was volunteered to me. I offered to pay you. You told me it was gonna be done for free. Like that was y'all shit. How y'all came to me. So what I ended up doing was he ended up sending me a graphic, maybe like later on that night, I guess after he had spoken with Keith. I'm just like, man, that whole shit just felt funny to me. So I just paid the nigga who do covers for Taylor Gang to do my cover. So he ain't really busting my head. I think it was a good price for the quality. But I'm willing to pay just to be able to be like, yo, this is my project. This is what I want. You know, when can I expect it back? I don't need all this extra political shit. I can't get in touch with you for 3, 4, 5 days, but Keith can get in touch with you in 20 minutes because that's your man's. But Keith, my man's, and he suggested you to me, and I didn't even never think about you till he said something. And then when I go to give you my business and my attention, you playing. So he ended up giving me a graphic. It wasn't quite what I was looking for. It wasn't sweet like none of that shit he be doing for them other niggas. So I was just like, man, I'm cool. You know, and then I'll pay attention to the post and see. I don't know the ages of these guys. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm 33, so I can't really put my expectations and experiences on these young guys and expect them to behave, you know, how I would in a certain situation. So I just chalked it up to the fact that he was young. But then I got to seeing all this, and you know, hearing a little shit about what's going on, man. He got caught up in that purge too, man. Like no hard feelings. I wish the young boy well. I'm willing to work with him too. Whatever's clever, but what I will not do is sit and allow that type of shit to occur, man. I almost said dick riding, but I'm trying to get out of that type of vernacular because I don't want to label folks and be
it's homosexual, but that's how it's like. That's how they acting like they're in a homosexual relationship. Where you know, say you can't let a man be a man. For real, you gotta let a man be a man. A woman's supposed to protect the man. You know what I'm saying? Or a man's supposed to protect the man, the woman. But you know what I'm saying? Like with another woman, a man getting into it with another man, or his woman's supposed to be right there, be like, man, woo. But you know, you supposed to take care of your business as a man. That's how I look at it, like in the female kind of. I put it in the feminine aspect of what they say they dick riding because it's like a feminine, you know, response to what they doing. Is like, man, that shit is not manly. You a man, you know what I'm saying? If anything, if you a nigga real brother, you supposed to be like, man, okay, man, y'all need to cut that shit out, woo, and this and that.
Yeah, it's a lot of funny shit going on, man, as far as side choosing and you know all that extra shit. Like it's unnecessary. And what you're doing is when you do that is you create unnecessary division. And I mean, I thought we were supposed to be all one alliance, you know.
Right.
And then too, like I don't understand, man. It's certain shit too. Like I remember, you know, going back to the pre-situation, man. Not to harp on the young boy, but it's like when I really first started getting on Umar about that school, you know. And this is what I'm talking about as far as holding each other accountable. Like I start feeling the way about Umar in that school because he been raising money for like 5 years. And if anybody can give me the address to Umar's school, I will shut the fuck up forever about Umar Johnson. I know when his next lecture is, everybody do. You know what I mean? But I know he was making them flyers for him. And maybe he thought that was a plug to get some higher notoriety or something. So he was feeling a way about anybody that said anything about Umar. So that is one of many, many reasons, many more important reasons, but nonetheless, a part of it, why I'm like, well, I ain't gonna say nothing about Umar publicly. I don't want to rub my brother the wrong way. Okay, but
that leads to a bigger issue. At what point do we start holding each other accountable? You see what I'm saying? At what point do we start holding each other accountable for making promises to the community
That's
and
that
not upholding
Elohim,
that
man.
shit? You know what I'm saying? That shit
Can you
crazy.
see that
So,
right there, bro?
and it's like and it's like your allegiance is to, you know, Umar over your brothers who you talk to every day, who you building with. I mean, it's all good. You know, I ain't tripping. It ain't no big deal, but it's shit like that. And that's just that situation is like a microcosm of what we facing as a community. Like, you know, and I ain't knocking a young boy, man. Go ahead, be famous, man. But shit, boy, Umar ain't about nothing.
You see that? I like that. I like that logo, right? That album cover, the Elohim. That's the one you was talking about. You wanted done.
Oh yeah, where it's at? Yeah, the album, it was up there. Think you gotta click on the picture again. Yeah, it was up there. I like that cover. And I had Young Pharaoh host that John for me too.
Right there.
Yeah, that was a process, but you know, shout out to Young Pharaoh for looking out on that. You know, he didn't really have to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And see, that's kind of how it's supposed to go. Like, to be real, Keith turned me on to Pharaoh too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would watch his videos and he didn't respond to a couple of my messages, but you know, I mentioned to Keith, I'm like, yeah, you know, I want to see about Pharaoh hosting my CD and shit. You know, he got numbers for all these people, so he went ahead and set it up. Then I was able to talk to Pharaoh directly, like, you know, back and forth. And between his lectures and going to class and all that traveling he do, he still found time to deal with a little young G like me, a little old young geezer. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
shit like that, man. Like, and why shit can't be like that? Like, why I can't hit your phone or not? Like, and I ain't bugging you. I ain't hitting you at 5 a.m. I ain't hitting you at weird hours. You know what I'm saying? Just shit like that. And that's the type of shit that rubbed me wrong way about them Facebook niggas, man. So I don't know. It's a couple cats I met on Facebook exclusively. That's cool as shit. It's a couple people that I met in real life. They got some cool Facebook profiles, and I know of them on there, and they support. But it's a lot of these guys, man, that they live vicariously through Facebook, and it's not really, it ain't really what it's saying, you know? Hey, but who am I? I ain't got enough money to make no damn difference, I guess. I'm just talking. Or I'm an antagonist. Or I'm only an antagonist because everybody eating off the same lie. So whenever you speak the truth, you become the antagonist. Either way, I'm cool, man. But I know when I lay down every night, when I look myself in the mirror, I know I did what was right. I might not have always gone about it the right way. You know what I'm saying? And that comes with maturity. That's not an excuse. A lack of maturity is not an excuse. It's a reason. But
Right.
shit, man, my morals is A1. And I had to make a lot of personal sacrifices for myself and others based on those morals, and I wouldn't have it any other way.
Man, black power to that, bro. You got to have more. You got to stand on principles. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Be yourself. Got to be yourself, man. Got to have some integrity about yourself and some dignity. You know what I'm saying? I just look at some of these cats, you know, made me think if some real money was involved, how would they do to people? You know what I'm saying? For real. You know. But, you know, we seeing what they doing now with these lectures and stuff that I think, these debates. I really don't care about the lectures. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, but when you getting on there slandering people, you know, in the community, you know what I'm saying, and you carrying hip-hop artists around you, y'all the voice of the people, you know, people should be able to stand up and like, man, you know what, bro, you wrong for that. You know, disrespecting the elders and shit like that. There's a lot of turmoil going on Facebook, you know. I guess it seemed peaceful, but you my second interview within 24 hours. I did one last night with Tony Lane. We had a beautiful bill last night. Like we have a good bill right here. So, yeah, so I'm trying to get my interview skills up because I want the people to hear, see who we are in the movement and see the people that's doing things and I want to support my people any kind of way.
I appreciate that. Ditto, man. Black propaganda, man. I'm I like everything you're doing, man, and you the man for it. You know, you being a Libra, you know, our motto is our balance.
Right.
You know, we gonna be straight shooters, man. You know, and then you got that smooth voice. You like milk on the radio, man. So keep it up, man. Chocolate milk.
Man, dig that.
You know what I'm saying? Real smooth.
Real talk, Black Power.
Black Power, my G.
Yeah, I know you probably gonna have a busy day, but I wanted to hit you with this other little kick right here. I like this motherfucker right here.
All right, bet.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah, it's my kick. I think you were still cool with Brick around this time or something when this song came out. I'm finna see.
I don't know if I hear it.
This is you though, buddy. This is solo jump though.
Yo, black man, I'm a CEO. Word. Lingo, my dick swing low, and I charge for copies like curves in them sundresses. Afros, real kinky, black skin, glisten, coconut oil like a sunbeam. God power in your bloodstream. I like the curves in them sundresses. Afros, real kinky, black skin, glisten, coconut oil like a sunbeam. God power in your bloodstream. I like the curves in them sundresses. Hair kinky, no relaxer. And I like the sex the same way, set the standard. Black woman, perfectly flawed, no propaganda. Jigsaw, raffle a sword, I need the answers. 1150 in the blank canvas. Taking one-way tickets to the borders of our blackness. Well, when the waves hit the shores, it collapses. 1,003 account sheets on the king mattress. No horizon, just her and I on the horizon. Had to get back to our climate. Forget your work assignments. Release your inhibitions. Spend some time and hop a flight with the God body highness. Spend the corner with me, spend a small signing bonus. And she know it's good sitting on the flower bomb lotus with a lens cross, peanut butter, pedicure, cuticles. Looking good in her jeans, cause her jeans beautiful. Black fly queen with the blue on. Said it gets so wet, she wear 2 thongs. Yo, got a king feeling lukewarm. Got me tearing through my paper like a cube. I like the curves in them sundresses. Afros, real kinky, black skin, glisten, coconut oil like a sunbeam. God power in your bloodstream. I like the curves in them sundresses. Afros, real kinky, black skin, glisten, coconut oil like a sunbeam. God power in your bloodstream. I like the curves in them sundresses. Her confidence is everything. Her cipher undeniable, it's like a wedding ring. Facts. Slick talk, gotta feel me. Lean in my walk like I sprained my Achilles. Old school took her number with a pencil. Cause the king style be the type you can't stencil. It's kinda cute when she get a little jealous. Rub my hair when I'm laying on her pelvis. But I get the big head like Elvis. Cause when we made love, she be shaking like Elvis. I want it to myself, yeah, I'm selfish. Skip the whole line, we on the guest list. Silver low wine with the shellfish. And we can figure out the move at the breakfast. Good morning. Rise and shine, yoni off the tip, get me jumping like the night. I like curves in them sundresses. Afros, real kinky, black skin, glisten, coconut oil like a sunbeam. God power in your bloodstream. I like the curves in them sundresses. Afros, real kinky, black skin, glisten, coconut oil like a sunbeam. God power in your bloodstream. I like the curves in them sundresses. Afros, real kinky, black skin, glisten, coconut oil like a sunbeam. God power in your bloodstream. I like the curves in them sundresses. Afros, real kinky, black skin, glisten, coconut oil like a sunbeam. God power in your bloodstream. I like the curves in them sundresses.
I like that song. I like that record.
Yeah, that was a hit, bro. I had that. I think we still got that on SoundCloud. That's what I got tuned on to that song right. Oh, SoundCloud, I got it right on that motherfucker. That'd be a nice little look. That'd be a nice look, man. Got that romantic feel, like that smooth, like in the wind with your woman, looking fly. You know what I'm saying? And the bars, you talking with, you know what I'm saying, with class. You speaking about the queen. You know, you giving her the respect that she deserves. You know what I'm saying? You don't see the cracker running around with his woman calling them bitches, and he might say it out of anger behind closed doors, but he ain't in public beating her down and shit like that. And that's the type of music that inspire people. And then the beat something serious too. The beat sounds serious, bro. Well, you want
That's an important component. You know what I mean?
right,
Very important.
right. I love that John right there. That was well, y'all kind of cool around that time when that came out, wasn't it? Or y'all was just having y'all fall out around that when that song came
Lightweight,
out?
but not. Yeah, I mean, because the album was still in development, and after the album was done, he came to the release party. So I guess we was kind of cool.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right. Well, I hope one day y'all we all get our situation straight with each other, or whatever, however it's gonna be. But there's no sense of screaming black power if it really ain't about no black power, because black power is about unity. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
can't. Sometimes I feel like a hypocrite because I be talking unity, but it's some niggas I don't really want to unify with. So, like I
Yeah,
said, maybe we'll get it together and I'll mature. But if we don't get it together in this life, energy is neither created nor destroyed, only transferred. We'll be back and get it right the next time.
wow. Well, we better hope we get next time, bro, because where we go, yeah, we aim for annihilation, man, because we can't get it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, man, this music is important. That's why I wanted to do a series on the music. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see if you had could control your music over there and throw a beat on and give people, but you said you wasn't feeling good, but that's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know you got the bid. Now I'm just in the mode now because I just got through hearing three bangers. I just heard 3 bangers. You know?
Yeah, I already know, man, and I keep bars on deck too, man. But like the mode I'm in right now,
Right,
I don't want to say
ready for that battle.
it's like it's like my bars now are tear down bars.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what's on my mind when I rap is saying mean things to people.
Right.
So after this battle, I'll be straight. Then I can, get back to writing music because it's almost 2 different mindsets. Like the music you build. Well, in my music, I try to build. I try to unify, like you said, with the last record you played, Black Woman. I'm showing you the respect. And if you kind of follow the narrative, even though it's not really one strong narrative throughout the or consistent narrative, I guess the consistent theme is man and woman kicking it together. So my music is more like a build. But these bars I'm coming up with now, I wouldn't wish them on no man. Holy shit, I wouldn't wish them on no man. I'm going Facebook Live in this nigga face too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hennessy, man. Carpe Noctem. Shout out to him. That's not gonna be fair. And
so you're gonna go live on that one?
Yes. Oh, and it will be filmed. It will be filmed. I'm going live in his face from the battle. I'm going live in his face.
Right.
Like, why not? I want people to see my view.
Right. Y'all going acapella or y'all going with beats?
Acapella.
Okay.
Probably 3 rounds. Basic format.
Right. So y'all get paid for that battle?
Huh?
Y'all get paid for battles and stuff like that?
I do.
Yeah, I want to see your battle game, bro. Cause I like go back to that Cool Running. You know what I'm saying? That was a hard like one of them no Vaseline Ice Cube type. Go in type.
And it hurt me. I had to do that. To be honest, I mean, I enjoy making music, and it gave me something different to talk about. But I had to do that. You know what I mean? And I like the song too. I hate that it's a song that I like, but I had to do it.
Right. Well, sometimes, we do what we got to do. But, at the end of the day, it's supposed to be, we supposed to be about each other. And it's eventually gonna get right. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. We're gonna make mistakes. But, you know what I'm saying? We gonna keep striving. That's it. We're gonna keep striving.
I know that's right, man. Yeah, speaking of strive, man, babies got out of school. I probably got to go help them with their homework before I go into the work site.
Yes, sir. It was a beautiful bill with you, bro.
Man, beautiful bill with you, man. And I'm gonna be back with them raps, man. I gotta, back with Bill raps, happy raps. You know what I mean?
Right, man. And it's peace and black power, bro.
Peace and black power, BB Fahody. UhuruCoalition.com, man. Check me out, y'all. UhuruCoalition.com. Peace.
What about the queen? Where would they can reach her at?
Oh, she on there too. She on
Okay,
there too.
that's what it is. Black power. Support the brother and the queen. You know what I'm saying? We all need to recycle our dollars within our communities and within our people. And maybe that money that they get can reach somebody else and help somebody else out.
I know that's right, man. Black power, boss.
Yeah, black power.